Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Today we've got a really interesting one for you. We're going to be flying from Stockholm Arlanda to Oslo with Ethiopian Airlines in business class. This is undoubtedly a very unique one because when do you ever get to fly an African airline, especially a Dreamliner, on a really short flight in Europe? If this sounds interesting to you, then definitely stick around because we're going to dive right into it. So with that being said, let's head to the airport.
Before we get any further into the video, let's address one of the main questions which most of you are probably thinking of right now. Why is Ethiopian Airlines operating a short-haul flight within Europe? To briefly summarise, Ethiopian Airlines were granted the rights to operate what are known as Fifth Freedom flights, where an airline carries passengers between two foreign countries as a part of its service connecting to its home country. Our flight today comes all the way from Addis Ababa, where it will drop some passengers off here in Stockholm and pick up a few more passengers for the leg to Oslo. Let's visualise the sectors that this aircraft will be operating. It took off a day prior from Addis Ababa and headed for Stockholm. We, along with a few other passengers, will be hopping onto the second sector to Oslo, where the aircraft will be prepared for its third sector back to Stockholm before making the 7-hour journey back down to Ethiopia. Now that all of the confusing stuff is out of the way and wondering why on earth this random microphone was hanging from the terminal ceiling, let's hop on board Echo Tango Alpha Oscar Oscar, the 11-year-old Boeing 787-8 which was delivered to Ethiopian Airlines back in 2013. And welcome aboard the Dreamliner. Say hello to Ethiopian Airlines Cloud 9 cabin. Our seat for this flight is 1A. Before I could even get seated, the crew member immediately approached me with a choice of champagne or orange juice, a bottle of water and the amenities kit, which we'll look at a little later in the video. It's pretty clear to see that this aircraft has just landed from another flight, judging by how there are blankets and pillows scattered around. Now let's get comfortable and prepare for takeoff. We're now up and on our way to Oslo with an estimated flight time of around 45 minutes. Let's dive right in and take a look around this seat. The legroom is of course not an issue at all, as you can imagine, so there's not much to report here, but it does get a little bit tight when you're in the lie flat position. The center console has a bunch of integrated features, so let's take a brief look at those. You'll find the IFE, which folds out and upwards, though this for some reason didn't work for this flight, the seat controls, the tray table, which was honestly quite heavy, a reading light, the IFE controller, charging ports, divider controls, along with the divider itself. You'll also find a pillow, a blanket, a safety card, a pair of headphones, a magazine, and that's about it. The crew did come around with a biscuit-like snack, which didn't smell too good, but they actually didn't taste too bad. Of course, this is an incredibly short flight, so there wasn't a proper meal service at all. Alright, let's put this seat into the lie flat position.
So I've just put the bed into the recline position. For me, there's not a great deal of room. Maybe I'm a bit too tall for it. When I lie flat, my feet touch the bulkhead and my head touches the back of the seat. So other than that though, it's exactly what you would need for a night's rest.
With the seat out of the way, let's take a look at the super cool amenity kit, which, spoiler alert, I think is one of the coolest I've ever had. Upon opening the kit, you'll right off the bat be presented with a small hook to hang up the amenity kit, which is a really neat feature. Inside, you'll find toothpaste, a tiny hand sanitizer, socks, an eye mask, a toothpick, a toothbrush, a comb, a face mask, earplugs, a pen, and a lip balm. There are quite a few goodies in this one, so I'll definitely be taking it home with me. Anyway, like usual, let's go and check out the toilet.
Just in the lav. It's just like your ordinary airplane toilet, to be honest with you. Nothing too special to report here. With that being said, we have started our descent, so let's head back to our seat, strap in, and get ready for landing.
Well everyone, welcome to Norway. That was an incredibly fun hop from Stockholm, one of which we encourage any AV geek to try out. It was a very brief flight with a grand total of just 45 minutes in the air, though just enough time to get comfortable and take a look around Ethiopian's business class offerings. Of course, if you fly long haul with Ethiopian, then you can definitely expect a full service in comparison to our flight today. As mentioned earlier in the video, this is the older Cloud9 cabin, which is definitely starting to show its age, so try to book a flight on one of their aircraft that have been retrofitted with the newer, cleaner cabin, which actually looks really nice. All in all though, a nice plane, nice crew, and a very unique flight to add to your logbook if you ever get the chance. As always, thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, then be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you're new around here. It's been Dan from Infinite Flight, and I'll see you in the next one.